Big Boy's Neighborhood. Alrighty now, man. Rich homie Quan in the neighborhood, man. Pleasure to see you in the neighborhood, man.
Oh, man, feel good to be in the neighborhood.
Go ahead now. You look happy, man.
Oh, man,
yeah, you do.
I feel rich as in spirit. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
heard
spirit
that.
rich. You know what I mean?
But your smile looks good.
Right.
Oh, man, I feel good, though, even though I had a late night, but I feel good. You know
I
what
heard that,
I feel
man.
good.
Now, what was the late night?
Studio.
Okay,
you know what I
working.
mean? Cognac.
As it should be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and fruit snacks.
Yeah. Cognac and fruit snacks. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Part of the
Rich
pyramid.
as in spirit, man.
Yeah.
Why the album title?
Well, for one, you know, when you hear Rich Homie Quan, it's, you know what I mean? I want to break down what rich means to me. You know what I mean? For one, when you hear Rich Homie Quan, I want the people to know it's rich as in spirit, and it has nothing to do with the value of a dollar.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Has it always been that kind of?
Always. Well, you know, when I first got the name Rich Homie, you know what I'm saying, it was definitely about money.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
as
yeah.
I've grown, you know what I mean, over the years, I want to really have a meaning behind the word Rich Homie. So, you know what I mean? Rich as in spirit, homie as in brother, you know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
Quan as in me.
Now, when you first come with Rich Homie Quan, and you look back now, when you say like, man, no, Rich was kind of materialistic. It was money.
Yeah.
Did you have money then? Now that you look back, you're like, man, I didn't have
no,
no
at
damn-
all.
Yeah, you know what
not
I'm saying?
at all. So that's why I say like, I had to be rich as in spirit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I knew like I was broke, but I knew what I was searching for.
I hear you, man.
You know what I mean?
How do you stay this positive in a game that's got it's so much negativity going on now?
Oh
though,
man, it
Quan?
starts with your team, though. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So the people around me, my circle, as long as I
Man, I'm looking back at your team. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh.
yeah. So yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, no, it be
Yeah.
long. You know what I'm saying? I stay around family, my
Yeah.
team. They just keep me. You know what I'm saying? Keep me focused and headstrong. You know what I mean? Don't never get lost in this house.
Really though,
Yeah, don't get lost
is
in
it
the sauce.
easy to get lost in the sauce though?
It's definitely easy to get lost in the sauce, and it's harder to get out of the sauce once you're in the sauce.
Yeah.
You feel
Have you ever been in the sauce though? You know how
I've
some
been in the
cats are
sauce.
real but your team will tell you if you veer to the left though.
I definitely tamper with the sauce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
You
definitely-
gotta recognize what the sauce,
sauce
is.
you know what I'm saying? You got to taste it and see if
Little
that's
bit.
what you want, you know what I mean? But I was moving a little fast, got caught up in the money, and I can admit that I did that with the sauce.
Yeah,
Did
man.
that with the sauce, but I had to get out of the sauce.
You ever have to call someone out that on your team getting too caught up in your own sauce?
Yeah, all the time. You know, you're going to always have that. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody just got to play their role, you know what I mean? Play their parts. You won't have no, headaches and no, bumps down the road.
Yeah, I'm about to fire somebody while you in here today. You know
Oh, no.
what I'm saying? Like,
I think everybody doing what they supposed to do. The
Are you
camera
looking
rolling.
for anyone in case anyway?
no, not really.
nah,
But, you know,
everybody-
Like, I'm just bob my
I ain't gonna
head.
now without even knowing too many people in here, man.
Yeah.
Point at somebody that you think I should let go today, Rich Homie Quan, and I'll let them go on your.
I don't
on your
think
talk.
nobody should be let go, man. I got a
Thank
good heart.
you.
Everybody know why they rich as in spirit.
Rich as
So,
in
you know
spirit.
what I mean? Yeah.
He saves y'all gigs, man.
Yeah.
Rich as in
Thank
spirit. Rich as in spirit, man.
Yes.
Gave birth to a new album.
Yes,
And
my
you know what's
debut album.
good about this, man? Yeah, and you called it the debut album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Surprising.
With so much music, though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When
Yes.
we say debut album, so I guess everything else you would consider
Like mixtape,
That's
singles.
crazy.
Yeah, so like, I've yet to drop a debut album like the right way. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So, and I feel as if you got to think. I've been in the game now going on 7 years.
Yes, sir.
So like with that, I would have wanted to drop a, you know what I'm saying, album earlier, but I still look at it like it wasn't, the timing wasn't right.
If I would have told you 7 years ago that you're not going to drop a debut album for 7 years, would you have believed it?
I wouldn't have believed you at all. But at the same time, I was in the midst of all the singles I was dropping.
Yeah, man.
You wouldn't, nobody ever thought, would never know this was my first debut album because I was still working. I tried to stay consistent while I was working. So my album, I just wanted to take it a little more serious. You know what I mean? With my lines, I wanted to make sure my T's were crossed, my eyes were dotted. And I just wanted to really like focus on music. Opposed to like the other music, I'm just rushing, just dropping. All my singles, they would just rush on.
Really though?
Yeah, so
Did you know that as you were dropping them, or you didn't know that until you started saying, I'm making a body of music that I want to call an album? Because it didn't feel rushed.
yeah, it didn't feel rushed, but when I'm in the studio, it's just they're coming off instant. They're not wrote down, so they're just coming off of thoughts, and it's a feeling opposed to a sound.
So what was the difference between when we hear mixtape to now when we hear to get a debut album? What's the difference in the work?
It's not really the word, it's the difference in the message. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting more in detail with my story. You know what I'm saying? Because like an album, this is something my kids are gonna be able to
Yes,
pull
sir.
up like forever, like when I'm gone or whenever. Like, so I want to make sure I touched on things that they'll be proud of. Like, dang, my daddy said this, my daddy said that. So I'm just getting more personal in tune
And
with
you
my
went
story.
in too, though, bro. Like, if you go 19, how many do you record before you say, you know what I'm saying? Because
We did like 40. We had like probably 50 songs before we just picked out of the 19. You know what I'm saying? I want to have more than enough body of work. You feel me? Like, I really had cut like 2 albums. And I want to make sure with the 19, everything made sense. And I told my story where I want to make sure I told
And
it
I'm
right
pretty
way.
sure you felt like you've done that.
I have, but it's still some stuff I left out because I got more albums to make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't give it all away now. You feel me? So I still got to keep some stuff. Then I'm still growing. Then stuff is still happening to me. And as long as stuff is still happening, I have something to talk about.
Do you take those things that's still happening in your life, Rich Homie Quan, and that's what you feed off of to make sure that you continue to make music?
Of course. Or just like, it could be something I might see you go through, and knowing you're not a rapper, I could be the voice for that because a lot of people may be going through that.
He doesn't know. About that.
Oh, my bad.
Alrighty, man.
Oh, my bad.
Not a successful rapper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
My
Rich
bad.
Homie Quan, there is a total difference between being a successful rapper and a rapper. Now, failed rapper, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I was just, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, or even if you rap.
No.
Okay,
Yeah. See, now he got to ask.
I gotta ask. Yeah.
He all gun shy in here now.
No.
What about the pretty Indian? Is she rap?
Yeah, like, if she don't rap, but if she's feeling some type of way, maybe I can just, you know what I'm saying, try to take her story. And if I see it, people may think, well, nah, he's going through that, but no, I could just be telling her story through my eyes.
I see what you
because
did
she don't
there,
have
too.
that voice.
You see what he did there?
Yeah,
He said you feeling some type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can flex up on it if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see what you're doing over there, man. He throwing all his material back at us. Rich as in spirit.
Out everywhere.
Yeah, yes, sir. And not a lot of collaborations.
Not a lot at all.
When we're in an industry now where we're collaboration heavy.
Yeah.
Why not any or not a lot of? I see that you and the boss got down.
Yeah, only because like I went back to like my favorite artists going on, like your Pox, your T.I.'s first album, your Fabulous, and if you look at them, they don't have a lot of features on their first album because they're telling their story still. Like I say, like I know what day and age hip hop is in today, and I ain't want to get caught up in that because this is still important to me. Like I got a message, bro, and I want people to know that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't just want to have like 1,000 club bangers on there or 1,000 features or. With my story, when no rappers around when I was going through this. So
Right, I hear you.
how can you help me? How can you talk about how can you chime on something you don't know nothing about? So I just reached out to Ross because I felt like the song fit him. He moved to Atlanta, you know what I mean? And in my age and in my genre, like the biggest boss I done seen. You know what I mean?
Have you had a chance to talk with Ross since the medical situation?
Nah, but I
see you up.
Oh yeah, I see you up too. You in the club and stuff.
Yeah.
But nah, you know what I'm saying? I know he be having a lot going on. I shot a text out, you know what I mean? Shot one back, so we just keep it like that. When I see him, you know what I mean? When I see him, everything is everything, though.
Do you laugh when you hear the clone rumors? Did you see any of those?
Yeah, I think
Tell
we
us
all
the
laugh.
truth, man.
Yeah.
Because you worked with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you've seen, I don't know if y'all recorded together in studio or whatever. Is there a Rick Ross clone?
No, there ain't no Rick Ross.
Look at me.
Man. I'm looking at
Quan,
you.
for real, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know, because...
I ain't no Rick Ross clone, man.
All right.
That's the real Rick Ross.
Are you sure?
I think.
How do you know? How do you know you don't have a clone on the album though?
It ain't the clone.
He probably didn't even let you in though. You know
He
what I'm
didn't know.
saying?
He didn't know. He just sent it back. But
You probably ain't as close to Rick Ross as you think.
you know
what I'm
you
saying?
right.
You probably in
right.
the dark like all of us, homie. You know what I'm saying?
You think
Like-
you're a clone?
Yeah.
You do. Everybody think you're a clone.
I
Yep.
don't know.
man.
I call him Rick Rossi just in case.
Yeah,
Oh man.
you know what I'm saying?
So what about Gucci? Gucci a clone too?
Yep, for
He the one
sure.
who started it.
Hey, man.
You know what
You
I'm
think
saying?
off with Gucci?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't no clone. I don't nobody think
Are
I'm a
you
clone.
sure?
I don't know. I saw
Prove
your
it to
schedule,
us.
homie. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw the schedule.
He's like,
He said,
I was like, how can he be all these goddamn places if
Well, no, I
he ain't got no clone?
I ain't no clone.
Let me
man.
ask you this though,
All right.
Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah.
How do you know you not a clone?
Because
You gonna think
a
about
clone-
this when you leave?
Nah, a clone spirit can be as rich as mine is. That's how I know.
That was
Like
a
a
good
clone,
answer.
you know what I mean? A
Amen.
clone spirit can never be this rich.
That was
That's
a
how
good
you would
answer.
know.
That was a good answer. I know nobody ever asked you that question, but you sound like you were seasoned with it. That was a very, very good answer, man. The climate of hip hop right now,
Yes.
man. Do you feel the climate of hip hop right now?
I'm not gonna say I feel it. I tolerate it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think we all have to tolerate it. But I think the stage of hip hop right now is more EDM opposed to lyrics and message and morals how it used to be. You feel me? So like that's what I want to get
Do you
back to.
consume any of it right now? Or are you just in your mode?
I'm gonna stay in my mode. I have to stay stuck on myself. You know what I mean? Like like I said, I can't say I listen. I tolerate a lot of music.
Yeah.
Because I got kids and it's the new
How old are
generation.
your kids?
Oh man, 10, 3, and 1.
Oh,
all
man.
boys.
Oh.
All boys.
Do any of them got that in them where you see the next artist?
And he had a 3-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
You see it early though.
I see it early.
Go ahead and sign him.
I don't know. He be engineering for me. Like if I'm recording, he
dope.
engineer.
Hey man, these kids gonna put everybody out of business between your son and Khaled's son.
I know Khaled's son definitely got it.
We ain't gonna have a break. My son producing a award show and all kind of stuff, man. Got a line already,
That's what
man.
I'm saying, man. You got to empower the kids. They the future.
How do you stay rich, homie Quan, that we know, and dad?
It's easy. Like dad, it's like that's the only when I'm at home. I'm only rich homie Quan when there's a microphone in front of me. Like even when I'm out with the kids, like I try not to take no pictures or nothing.
Really?
Like, yeah, I don't want like my kids to see me in that spotlight. I just want them to know dad for dad. They know dad famous. They see him on TV, but when I come home, like I try to cut it off.
Has your 10-year-old figured out like who his dad is?
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to get on him like, don't call me on the bus with your friends, son.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like his friends will get his phone and call. So yeah, my oldest son, he's definitely aware.
But
You know
is
what I
your
mean?
oldest the 10-year-old?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
They
he's
know
definitely
then.
aware. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Let's
you know what I mean?
FaceTime my dad real quick.
Yeah,
I'll prove it to you.
Yeah, and I hate
you
that.
popping up on FaceTime like.
And I don't answer. You in school and I just hit the end.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me come up to your school, take your phone, boy. You know what
Might
I
as
mean?
well come on up and be
I
like,
like
hey, did
that.
y'all see my dad take my phone away? At least he know who his dad is, man. You know what I'm saying? I walk by people all the time, be like, man, is that my dad? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a struggle. It's real
You're a
in the
great
field.
dad, though.
Yes,
I like that.
Say it again.
You're a great dad.
Let me turn your mic up a little bit more.
You're a great
I
dad.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Back in 2014, you were on the freshman class, XXL.
Yes.
It's supposed to be coming out soon. And I know you said, like, you're in your mode, but is there anyone you feel deserves to be announced for the 2018 class?
2018 class. Who would I say would need? I would probably say Lil Baby from Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would definitely say Lil Baby from Atlanta. I like the artist out here, Mozzie.
Oh, Mozzie's dope.
Man, Mozzie's dope. The
Yeah.
devil, he's so hard.
Who doesn't deserve to be on that
Oh,
cover?
there she
See, I'm not gonna get into that. It's a lot.
Come on.
Come on,
Say
man.
it.
But I don't know because I don't
Hey,
know who's
man.
gonna be on the cover.
Don't
But
let her
just say,
get
who-
no.
who would-
Don't
who
let
would
her
have a
get you
spot on
into
the
saying
cover?
that. No, don't
I
say
don't know.
it.
Do you
Say it,
st-
write it down.
Come on.
Write it down.
Nah, I don't
Don't
know.
say it.
Say it.
Write it down. I'll say it for you.
No, but looking back, are you glad that you made that decision to be part of the freshman class? Because I know sometimes people, like, they feel a certain type of way about it.
Of course, like I look at it like, you know what I'm saying, that was a milestone in my career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And it worked for you though.
yeah, like even being in jail, like seeing a cover, like being on any type of magazine.
Yeah.
So were you locked up when you saw the cover?
Nah,
Oh, okay,
I
I
was
was
out.
about
I'm
to say,
saying like
okay.
being in jail and knowing how big
true.
Double XL is to the culture and to hip
Exactly.
hop. You know what I mean? So I think any artist who say they don't want to be on, that's cap. You lying.
Right. And especially if you're not on, like, man, I don't want to
Yeah,
be on.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
like I look at it like if you work hard enough, you're gonna get on there. You know, sometimes the list may be biased. Like I'm not
Right,
to
right.
judge who am I,
For
but
sure.
I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I'm glad I made it. I know I was working when I made it, but and I was on the middle of it. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I take that to the
And
heart
that was
too.
a
I'm
good
sitting in the
class,
middle.
too.
Do
Yes.
they place you in the middle or do you take
Nah, they
the
do the
middle?
place.
Oh, okay.
They did the placement, and they did a lot, like a different lot of ones. But I guess that's the one they want to roll with. Quan
There
in the
it is,
middle.
man. Right, as it should be.
Do you think that the rest of hip hop though doesn't see that cover anymore, like with respect, because of where hip hop is at right now?
Of course, I can definitely agree with that. And like a lot of people have said, like the last cover we had when I was on it might have been like one
The
of the
last-
last
The last
best.
one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
There
you feel me?
was
So
Chance the Rapper, Vic
Yes,
was on there
Kevin
too, Ty.
Gates.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
Kevin
what I mean?
Gates,
Yes, Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I feel like, you know what I mean?
Last class.
That was a dope class.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, you know,
This
you-
year's after some.
Dang.
You know what I mean? I just feel, I think hip hop is gonna take a big shift though. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
better.
Nobody ever expected it to be where it's at today, and I know it's gonna get back to, you know what I mean, moral type of music. You know what I mean?
Man, I hope so. I'm waiting on it,
Yeah,
man.
please.
on the
I'm
way.
praying on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's on the way. I
I'm
see
waiting.
the picture with Kobe
She
back there.
praying.
Yeah, that's my guy.
That's
you know
my
what I'm
dog.
saying?
Like that's the GOAT.
Who's
That's
your
my-
team?
You know what I'm saying? Golden State. But I like Kobe.
Oh,
But listen, I
you
know.
on that new stuff,
No,
man.
I ain't on that new stuff.
You ain't been Golden State 5-10 years.
Man.
It ain't been 5-10 years. I've been
I
just a
know.
Steph Curry fan. You see what I'm saying? But I was a Kobe fan. You know, and the Lakers ain't did nothing. Like, you know.
And he's
you know.
retired. So.
Yeah, and we still
Wait,
ain't-
what do you mean the Lakers ain't did nothing?
since, you know.
Yeah, we know, man.
And
It
that's
just
all.
hurt when somebody else say it.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I love the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie now. Kobe, my man. Kobe can't do no wrong in my eyes. The best player of all time. You know what I'm
But
saying?
right now,
Golden State.
Golden State.
Yeah, Curry. You know what I'm saying?
You think they're going to do it again?
Come on,
Hell
you
yeah,
gonna
they
ask
gonna
me
do it
that?
again.
Who gonna stop him? Who gonna stop him?
You gonna
They're
come back if
winning
it
it.
doesn't happen?
Huh?
You gonna come back here if it doesn't happen?
So
Buy
we
you
can point
breakfast?
and laugh at you.
Yeah, y'all can do that because I know
Yeah,
it's
it ain't
gonna
gonna
happen.
It is
Yeah.
gonna happen.
I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
Would you
love
put
it.
your chain on it? Your chain up against his marker?
Nah, but I would definitely say like if I lose, I would put on like a whole whoever we lose to. I put on like we play the Cavaliers. I put on all LeBron and stuff. And
Well, you're
like,
basically already
Who
wearing
do,
all
who do you
LeBron's
think's gonna
colors
go
right
against? Who's gonna make it to the final two between
The
Golden
East.
State?
the Golden State. It's gonna be Golden State and Houston, and it's gonna be Cavaliers and Boston or Toronto. You know what I'm saying? I see Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Toronto, somebody to
Just
look out
placing
for.
them
Could see the
chips all
Celtics.
over the place, man.
I'm telling you what it's gonna be,
Placing
man.
them
Pretty good
chips
also.
all over the place,
I'm telling
man.
you.
Red, black,
Okay.
green.
now. A little bit in here, a little bit. Sprinkle that
Go ahead
too.
now.
Okay, you know, quote. Listen, man. Months later, you gonna pull this footage up and say Quan was right. Know what I
But
mean?
you know what? If you're right, we're not gonna show it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta ask you, man. You get hit up a lot about rich gang reunions.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ask you because I haven't asked you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Will there be? Could there be? Or are you just like,
It could be. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no bad blood though.
Right.
It's just like, yo, boy, you can press play when you want to. You know what I mean? I think everybody get caught up in. We were all solo artists. Like it was never a group.
right.
We never did any paperwork together. We was just doing collaborative music. And the music, that might be the reason why people started doing duos. Like me and Thug might have started something. You know what I mean? Because we did it so long ago, but like we don't know what the future holds, man.
Do you guys still have? Is there any conversation? Is
It ain't no conversation, but we can have conversation. But you know, right now, man, we working on us, man. I'm working on me. I'm trying to better me. I'm trying to better myself. You feel me?
What's your relationship with Birdman like right now?
Nothing. Like I seen Bird last year at the Grammys. You know, we still speak. You know what I mean? It's cordial.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're cordial.
You working?
I'm working.
He working?
He working. We
He
getting
working.
money. Come on, that's all, man. We all getting money, baby.
Yeah, and plus, it's a good thing that no one has to wait
Yeah.
on anyone else.
At
You know
all.
what I'm
You feel
saying?
me? And you don't never want to feel like your career got to be put in someone else's hand. Like if you can't go get it, if you can't go get it by yourself, you shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my mentality.
But I could just imagine, man, because it was so much that was given that you can't hate us for asking.
Oh, and I
would
can't-
it be more?
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying?
And I know because like it was so special too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That point in my life, our life. You know what I mean? It happened so fast. You feel me? Egos got in the way though. Definitely money. You know what I mean? But like we got money now.
Yeah,
You
and
feel
especially
me?
when you do something not knowing what it's going to be or something kind of for nothing. And I don't mean nothing as an accolade, but it's like, man, when you just do it because you're doing it.
It make it more fun.
Yeah,
You feel
man.
me?
And then when you start to see like, okay, there is money.
Yeah, so
there is
then-
attitude. We
So
are
then
different.
You feeling is it gonna be the same? You know what I mean? If we ain't gonna put our hearts in, what's the point of doing it? You know what I mean? That's my thing.
You kick off the album with reflecting.
Yes.
And, you're talking about your past. What were some of those moments that were most important to you?
Like growing up, like basically like when I kick it off from reflecting, I think I say sitting back, reminiscing on the past, I'm focusing on my money, something like that. But basically it's just like when I said that line, I just saw myself in the room, like looking at all my plaques on the wall, and I'm hearing everybody say like, Quan, you fell off. And I'm saying like, I fall off, but I'm still got all these zeros in my bank. So I ain't studying what y'all saying. So I'm putting you in the mind frame of where I was at when I was making it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't write it down. It's just me closing my eyes, going back to a time in my life when I felt like everybody had closed their doors on me. You know what I mean?
And in the business, man, we also get the here today, gone today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And we always want the hit record. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like even when we do radio, man, we'll say, oh, who needs a hit or who need, and it'll be someone that just had
a hit.
something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do you keep up with the Joneses and not let the Joneses kind of mess with your psyche?
See, me, what I do is, man, I just do it my way. Like, I ain't trying to do it her way or her way. 'Cause if
Yeah,
I
it'd be
do
a
it her
whack ass
way,
album.
you feel me? then,
Hey,
I don't
No,
know.
it
though.
wouldn't.
Like,
it'd
they
be
got
good.
yeah.
I speak Spanish.
Yeah, but-
so.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
me
wants
llamo?
that Spanish. Me llamo Aide. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Rich on me.
Hey.
Oh, go ahead now. Go ahead
See,
now.
there you go.
But she didn't know your name.
Oh, you gonna just shoot me down like that?
No, like she didn't know. She was like, yeah. He was like, oh.
He was like,
She tried to
easy
test
one.
your card though. You see what she
Yeah,
tried to do?
But nah, but I just like the way I stay away from the Jones. Like I don't let nobody make their inputs about what I should drop or how my music should sound. When you're not the artist, you don't know what I'm going through. You feel me? Like, and when I'm in the studio, I'm not going in the studio to make hits. My job is to make good music. If you think it's a hit, hey, all my songs from some type of way to my hit or to anything, I never thought they were hits. I just went in the studio to make good music. You know what I mean? Like after I made them, I never thought it was a hit. Just like, oh, that's a good song. Even all my songs, they good songs. I don't know a hit from.
Have you made the hit yet?
I got the hit though. I got the hit.
Really though, and you feel it?
Hit. Oh, I got the hit.
As you should.
I got the hit.
Man, now I heard that you were saying that by the time you hit 35,
Yeah.
you're gonna be done as an artist.
Yeah. That's just might be like, and I might have been going through stuff when I said that, but like 35, but I'm 28 now. Maybe like just writing, seeing me just mainstream, keep pushing myself.
Right.
35, I might be executive Quan. You know what I'm saying? I've learned to separate business from artist Quan. I'm learning the difference between that now. So by the time I'm 35, I've been in the rap game for like 13 years, and I think that's enough for me to tell my story. By then, I can empower others, and that's what it's about.
You know what tripped me out when I hear cats say out of the game, or when I hear somebody say, "Oh man, he 40 picking up a microphone."
Yeah.
We the only kind of like genre that say we too old to do something.
Yeah.
Like you don't walk in somewhere and be like, man, look at this old ass doctor over here. You know what I'm saying?
You're right though.
Like we the only ones that say, oh man, he 30 something, he's still picking up. But if you say executive Quan, or there's something, you know what I'm saying, that moves on from that. But I trip
always
off
been
of
music though. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Like, it's something I can't run from.
What was
I
before
love it.
music?
Baseball.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that baseball when I walked
Go ahead
in.
now, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
good eye.
man. I used to have a good curve ball myself,
It
bro.
did. See, I was an outfielder. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Left or right?
I didn't have a curve ball,
Center.
man.
Center field.
I'm lying. I'm
Yeah.
lying to you. I didn't have a curve
You
ball.
didn't. I was center fielder, lead off batter.
Did you think you was gonna do major league?
And we all do when we kids.
Yeah.
But I played from 4 to 18, so yeah, like
Oh, wow.
rapping was more like a hobby then. Like music was a hobby, so I was full-fledged in baseball.
When do you turn that corner from being anything else, baseball, whatever it may be, to where you say, you know what, I think I really want to concentrate on this music?
When I'm in baseball practice, thinking of what I could raps right. When I'm in class, supposed to be doing work and thinking about music, you know what I'm saying? It was like I kept trying to run from music, like I was in the band.
Right.
You feel me? I played the trumpet in third grade.
Go ahead now.
Yeah,
I played trumpet, brother.
You did?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had a bach. My
Yeah.
dad bought me a bach.
I don't know what kind I had. I can play mean hot cross buns for you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, but that was up though. But nah, I don't know. Like I don't know when I realized I just want to be a rapper. I think it might have been working at the airport, and I remember DJ Drummer coming through. They had just did Wayne Dedication 2. And I just told myself, like I didn't even approach DJ Drummer. He gave me a CD, but I didn't tell him I did music because I was so shy. But I told myself, I want to be that dude to walk through the airport and inspire somebody. And I'd be down if I don't do it.
I heard
What
that.
inspires you?
What inspires me? Oh, it's just like my dad inspires me the most. Like just being around my
You want
family.
that dad stuff with you.
But that's what it is though. That's like the little stuff. Like I can't tell you another artist inspire me because I'm not around that type of
man.
stuff.
What was it
Father.
about him?
With my dad.
Yeah.
It's just I like the way how he stayed on me. I love the relationship he had with his dad, which was my grandfather.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, now when I get old, I want to just be able to talk to my dad like a best friend. That just inspired me all the way around the book. Like, don't know another artist like inspire me because I'm not around them. So I be
That's
lying.
what I say too, man. My whole life, I tell people, I say, man, I didn't have to go out and get other inspiration. I didn't have to say, oh man, Michael Jordan or this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because mine was my mom.
You feel me? Like,
You know what
don't
I'm
get
saying?
it.
Like, I had it right there every day and seeing the sacrifices and everything, man. So to hear you say that as well, like, because we don't get that a lot, especially as dads. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it'd be cold out there, boy. Colder than a 6-pack of soda when it comes to dads
Nah, for
sometimes,
real.
man.
You don't really hear nobody really shine out their dad. You know, our boys be mama boys. You know, the girls be the ones who shout out their dad. Nah, man, my dad close though, man.
Do you see yourself kind of picking up things that like your dad, like how your dad brought you up, like that you're now doing with your sons?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do that, but I'm a little more laid back though.
Or was he really strict with you?
He was a little more strict. Like I got a little brother, and I be telling my dad, like, "Dad, you let little bro get away with what?
Yeah.
That's the worst.
You ain't let me get away with the way stuff you let him get away with."
Then I got a smoking gun in here.
You know what I mean? He be like, "Man, I'm just getting older. All right, you getting old, okay." Yeah.
Be like, well, let me hit him.
That's why it's the meat baby.
But
Let me show him
I'll
what you
teach
used to
him.
do there.
Yeah, but you know, generation has changed. So yeah,
Yeah.
thing, like when I growed up, like kids will never know about a house phone.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
true.
You feel me? So it's different. Like I had to be in before the street. Like, come on, they don't even want to go outside. It's all
don't play.
iPad. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
How do you teach your kids those kind of things too though? Because you have it now,
Yeah.
and you can pretty much get them anything under the sun.
And it's hard, and that's what I be trying to do. Like, I have to get myself out of that. Don't just try to buy them because I know I have it. I just try to still get them stuff around birthday. Just try to let them live like a regular child would live. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even really want them around music because I want you to because like, this is a headache.
Does your 10-year-old have a phone?
Yes.
iPhone?
Yes.
X?
Yes.
An ex? I don't even have an ex.
What I'm saying.
As he should though. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that. I just, I got one.
Right.
But I really like that you are trying to protect them and, still have them have what it is a normal life.
Like, he got an iPhone S, but no social media. Like I told him, he shouldn't have a social media.
Why not?
Only because one time he came around, Dad, who you think I win between Chris Brown and Soulja Boy? What do you mean? Nah, so that
Who
kind
do you
of
think was gonna win?
I ain't tell him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now that kind of
smart.
offended me because like, that's my line of work, and I don't want you you shouldn't be concentrating on that. You 10. You know what I'm saying? So I told his mama, no social media. He can have a phone, but no social media.
Are you active on your own social media?
Yes. Well, I've just got back active. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dropping
Right.
the
You gotta
album,
move
so-
around.
Yeah, you got to move around. But
that.
I try not to get lost in the sauce. Social media is definitely I consider it the devil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it'll have you thinking like you're not doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Or
I
looking
mean?
a certain type of way.
Comparing your life to somebody
you'll
else's.
be going broke just for a like on your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll go in debt
Yeah,
for the
man.
likes, amount of likes on this picture. I feel as if you shouldn't have to do that.
What about negative comments? How do you keep negative comments from
To be
messing
honest,
with
big
you?
boy, I don't even read no comments. I'm
I
not
heard
on
that.
there to see no comments. I'm on there just to show you how I feel. I
I
don't
heard
want
that.
to read what you said. 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
I might let one of them do a caption for me. I just want to show you the picture of how I'm feeling. That's what Instagram for. I don't care how you feel.
Right.
Damn, I don't care how you feel at all. If it ain't in my DM, I ain't gonna never read it.
I love
You
it,
feel me?
man.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
stuck no
because
comment.
some people build their day
Yeah, like, I ain't trying to
on
get
what's being said, bro.
I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Not me.
Yeah, some people live by it, man. And I kind of figured you probably didn't read yours.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you came and did the interview anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll be tearing your ass up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be killing you. And I'm like, if he walked through this door, either he don't read his comments or he just don't care. Or he coming in to let me have it.
But now you got to
eventually
think it's a
deleted
comment.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now it's a comment. I can't stop nobody from writing nothing. It's your opinion. But if I let that get to me, I shouldn't have Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, people say the most craziest and
Man.
the meanest stuff. Do you
Yeah.
post family stuff? Like pictures of you and your kids or anything like that?
Not really.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if I put a picture right there, I want you to say something about it. I'm giving you access to say something about it. But if I never show you,
There
can't.
it is.
You know what I mean?
That's
the best
true.
answer is no answer.
In the author, you say that you might buy the house you grew up in just to say you bought it.
Yeah.
Are you really thinking about that? Or
Really, let me tell you what inspired that line. And I got to be real with you. J. Cole.
yes,
You feel me? So when I was thinking
2014,
about
Forest Hill Drive.
if I could, I would. But I was like, if I say this, I know J. Cole gonna be like, I know I had something to do with that. So I
Give him
definitely want to
credit.
give J. Cole his credit. He inspired that line. But if I could, like I say, I would buy my house I grew up in. I know that'll make my mama proud. I probably just whoever staying in it could still stay in it. Just let me come and just I turn to like a Martin Luther King house.
Go ahead now.
I
You
like
know what I mean?
that.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But
So have you thought about going to go get it?
nah, not yet. I
Yeah.
want to make a couple more M's. You know
As
what
you
I'm
should.
saying?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
go
saying?
drive by there and just look at
And
it.
plus, you
Because
done put it
like,
all
I'ma
in the
get you.
atmosphere too. Now they
Yeah.
know. You gonna knock
Right.
on the door and be like $69 million.
It ain't even that they don't renovate it now, so it don't even look the same. You know what I mean? So I would knock it down. I wanted to look how it looked when I was there. You feel
I
me?
heard
So
that.
it's more just the memories and. you
What
know
was the
I mean?
one thing that you purchased that you knew, like, man, I'm making something here. I'm
When I bought
I'm an
my
artist.
first home,
yeah.
when I bought my first house, like I probably bought it like 3-4 years ago. But I had got like 2 condos downtown prior to that. But that didn't make me feel like I made it to like I bought me a house. You feel me? Because I had done bought like a lot of cars, and my dad was like, "You got all these cars, you ain't got nowhere to park."
Yeah.
Like, you got all the cars, not no garage.
Homies driving your cars, like, man,
You
let me
feel
try
me?
this one.
Then I'm at the condo, and you can't get number 2 parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like 11 cars. I got 3 in his
Wow.
house, and I was like, that don't make no sense. I
Man.
was like, I got all these buy a house. When I bought a house, I bought it.
I heard
You feel me?
that.
I bought it.
So we go to Atlanta, we good?
Oh, you good, big boy.
Okay, remember you said
I
that.
said
Yes.
you good, big boy.
Just me, but not
Oh,
It depends,
wow.
you and the fam.
them. Okay, we good. All right, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Please, you over here just
know
trying
what I
to do a
mean?
Spanish battle and everything. You don't know what's going down with
But
you.
we're
7,000
chill.
square feet, so everybody
Say
can't
what?
fit,
But we're like
7,000 square
7,000.
feet.
We don't fit.
Go ahead now.
But we're like his work
But I got
fam.
I still want everybody to be comfortable. You know, I got my studio.
We
down
can't be
there.
comfortable in 7,000 square
Wow.
I'll take a condo.
I'll bring an air mattress. It's cool.
feet. Man, you really done changed.
Oh
man.
man, here you go.
Man, I'm like,
Wait a
Man,
minute,
rich
you
as
good
a
way
really
though.
done
spirit.
changed. No,
Nah.
man.
Good way.
Man, when you was rich gang, you used to be like,
Man.
man, everybody.
Slow
Everybody.
party.
guess
To
what?
my condos.
And I wasn't thinking in.
No parking.
See, the more people I bring, the bigger I'm spending. That's why I said you can come. And
Okay.
whoever you bring, that's on your expense.
Gotcha,
You know,
gotcha.
so it's all just getting smart. I have changed. Exactly.
Okay,
Yes, I
okay,
have
change
changed.
for the better. And change ain't bad. Yeah. You totally knock that down. I was trying to make you feel bad. Now we did get a chance to kind of speak on Thug as well, man. And now he's saying that he kind of want to pay homage to his brother. And he said that, you know, pretty much when it comes to music, he's not going to record anything for 2018. I'm pretty sure that comes with, you know, he just want to live as a deaf person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you heard that comment, what did you feel about that?
I don't know. I was like, bro, what the hell he on? But I don't know though, cause Thug different though. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's a reason why he doing it. You know what I mean? Who to say it can make him hotter if you don't drop no music? But I know everything he doing it for a reason. So he ain't dumb.
It's not just waking up and
Nah, he ain't dumb. It's a strategic move.
I heard
You know
that.
what I mean?
Oh, I thought you had something over there because she had this
I'm
look like.
looking, I'm like,
Yeah. He changed his name to SCX. Then
Yeah,
Yeah.
SCX. You know, is it SCX or is it sex?
I'm gonna just say I'd rather say SCX.
Ah,
I like how that sounds.
yeah.
I can't call no grown man.
Have you ever considered adjusting your name or changing it? Like, I mean, so many artists have done
Yeah.
it in the
You
past.
said, but you said you can't call no grown man
Sex.
SCX. Yeah, that is real. So I need to stop saying it too. Then.
SEX sounds
Yeah,
good
because you
though.
don't want to be in them all like
I like
sex.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, sex, come here.
yeah, man.
I'm still gonna be like, bro.
Yeah, my God.
Bro.
Yeah, bro him.
You know what I mean?
Because at one point I had changed my name to Dick. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, oh, you
That was
know,
tough.
like, yeah, it was hard, man. And then I was like, do I go with cock? You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know what I'm saying, Quan? I just switched back to,
See his
even the
face.
homies, they didn't know how to get at me. They didn't know how to text me either. They was like, hey,
Yeah, I mean, you
the
can't.
emails look
Eggplant
crazy.
emoji.
Yeah,
like,
emoji,
hey.
eggplants everywhere.
yeah. You know, then it got to a point where they're like, yeah, man, I heard you change your name to COCK. And you know what I'm saying? You know, so SCX. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you always Rich Homie Quan? Or is there a name that we could pull up where you're like, uh-oh.
Queasy Rich.
Queasy?
Rich.
Yeah, that's what they
Rich.
called me when I was in jail. But I was Rich Homie Quan, but I guess that was too long for dudes
Yeah, right.
in jail. Like,
Right.
I'm not calling you no Rich Homie Quan. It'll be Queasy Rich.
Queasy Rich.
Yeah.
And
Queasy
but there
was like ill. You know, ill like Queasy makes you Earl.
Right.
So that was like my name. I thought it was cool, but when I got out of jail, my mama was like, "No,
I hate it. Going in there
I'm not
changing your name. Ain't no
You
crazy
feel
X.
me? Yeah, so
There was never no other name that was like
Lil Quan. Like, I never went
Okay.
this crazy. Like my first tattoo I got like on me was Lil Quan. LILQUAN.
How many tats do you have? Do you know?
If you can count them, you don't have enough. That's what I say. If you can count them, you don't have enough. No, but
Is
I
there
don't.
one that you would trade in? Like, damn, like why did I get this one?
My first tattoo.
And what was that?
My mama name, but I can't get it covered up because it's my mama name.
There it is,
So,
right there.
and it's so ugly. It's scarred. Like there's nothing I can do around it. So I just.
And
keep
what's
my arm
mom's
The
around
name?
it.
homie do it?
Tammy.
Tammy, okay.
Yeah. Did the homie?
Yeah, did the homie do it?
I was like 15. I wasn't even supposed to get no tattoo.
Hey, dude, was
Like in
she
the garage?
upset or was she upset and happy
She
at the
took
same
me
time?
to go get the tattoo.
Oh, my
so I
God.
think because it was her name, but afterwards she was like, "Oh no." Oh,
He's like, that's ugly.
yeah, she took me to get the tattoo.
Shit, like you better put a back on that and make that damn thing panty. That look good, man.
Have you
know what I'm
told your
saying?
son?
Now I see why he charged $18 for a damn tattoo.
And it was 20.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
You was close.
Keep that.
See?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have you told your son like, all right, when you turn 18, you can get your first tattoo, or
They
To
get
be
them young
honest,
now.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. By the time they get like, I'ma just encourage them, don't get no piercings, no tattoos. It'll be cooler if you just stay a virgin to your skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that looks better if you don't get. If you get one, it's over with. So if
Yeah,
I
well,
just
one you get addicted.
You know what I mean? So but they ain't really into tattoos yet. I think that come when they get teenagers
Yeah.
and
it's coming.
it's on the way.
Right around
What
the corner,
about-
especially for the 10-year-old.
What about the facial tattoos?
Never,
Like,
never.
never. Why?
I can hear my mom and my dad in my. I still respect my parents.
I heard that.
You feel me? Like that's to be the last I hear them. And I still go in church. I can hear the pastor, son. You done tagged your face.
Yeah.
So I think about what older
But you would
people-
get him if you put like a Bible verse on there.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't see that on my face though. You know, because I definitely would want to be in movies one day. You know what I'm saying? Or
Hey,
be
come on,
movies.
that wasn't you who went off on somebody and your mom checked you, right?
Nah.
Okay, I'm tripping. I'm rewriting
Yeah.
history. I was about to say, man.
Yeah, she wouldn't do me like that.
But you listen to moms though.
I listen to moms.
Now that your kids are getting older and you have a 10-year-old, do you get fearful sometimes of sending him to school with what's going on in our society now?
Of course. But at the same time, like, you got to go through it. Like, I don't want to put him in private school, make him feel like he's special or give him, like, any extra attention.
Yeah.
You got to go through it. It's life. You know what I mean? God ain't going to put him through nothing. You know what I mean? Too much he can't handle.
Are you active in the schools of making sure that they are up to date with like security systems and making sure that no one is coming in?
Oh, of course. Like, they're going to be in, I'm going to make sure they're in good schools.
Yeah.
Ain't
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, my mom and my dad are going to make sure that.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if I'm busy, they're going to be in the best environment we can put them in. Of course.
Do you have to have those conversations though, like after like
Yeah.
a mass shooting with them, like tell them don't be afraid, or do they have questions for you?
I just tell them, like, we do like little protocol. What would you do? Like, what they got y'all doing in school? I just ask questions opposed, like, because I don't want to tell them what I want him to do in the school.
Right.
Mine has them telling him to do something else. And
Right.
So
Right.
first and foremost, I just ask them, like, what's the proper protocol? Like, what do they have you all doing?
Right.
And I mean, this is for the 10-year-old because the 3-year-old, of course, they don't.
Right. Yeah.
But the 10-year-old, I'm just like, I don't want to confuse his brain. Telling him, well, my daddy said somebody come in, I need to do this. Nah,
Yeah.
I ask, like,
Everybody going this way, you
yeah,
running out this way.
exactly. So I just ask them, like, what's proper
Hey man,
protocol?
is your pops your manager?
Yeah.
I
That's
heard.
awesome.
that.
Yeah. So like, I know
Has he always been?
Oh, nah, not at first.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like, only because at first, I really like, he could have been my manager at first, but like, I signed a deal when I was young, and I ain't even really want my dad in my business. You know, I'm trying to
Do your own
stop
thing.
asking him for money. I'm trying to jump out the porch. Like, yeah, dad, this what I'm doing. He look at the contract like, son, what the hell? And that's when he really
What
just
kind of work
stepped
did pops do beforehand?
barber. It was a barber.
Oh, okay.
Cut hair. I think,
Oh
like 20
man.
years.
So if he go out with you, he keeping you tight on the road
Right.
too and everything.
Nah, he don't even cut. He retired. He ain't cut my hand so long.
Oh boy, now he done changed.
Right.
Yeah, he changed. You know how they do you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
done.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
hard would it be, man, for you to fire your pops as your manager?
Oh man, it'll be hard. You know what I mean? We did a lot of tests when we went to New York, and it was the craziest thing. He asked me on the lie detector test, do you think I'm overpaid? And I was like,
You
nah.
did a lie detector test with your pops?
But now, yeah, they did it for, we was doing some
Like some type
interview.
of-
It was an
Right.
interview. You know what I mean? Yeah, as long as it wasn't no girl, then I was cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah, it was my pop. Like I said, we transparent. So when he asked me that, I know you had to ask me for a reason. I was like, no. And it came back the truth. So I guess he thought I was lying, but I don't think he overpaid. So yeah, it'd be hard to fire my dad.
Right.
Aw.
Oh, that's very nice, man.
Nice person.
Yeah.
Y'all got me here feeling soft.
Yeah. Why? Because we all went.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's dope right there, fam. Hell
Appreciate
yeah,
it, bro.
yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Keep pops on that. Hell, yeah. You know, if my dad was here, I have him as my manager too, man. Yeah. Always. Anybody out there, man, get your motherfucking pops to be your motherfucking manager.
A daddy
Ain't
jerk.
nobody gonna look out for you more than your pops.
That's true.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, that was
Hey.
hard.
Fuck that. All right, there it is right
There it
there. We
is.
are
Let's
back,
go.
Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
Who's the wackest in the game right now? Or just like,
I would have to say the wackest in the game right now would have to be Lil Xan.
Lil Diego. Yeah,
Yeah,
Zan.
for what he said. And I ain't never even heard his music.
right.
You feel me? So
just
it's
basing it
because I
on
don't have a bad heart. So I'm basing it on what he said.
about Pac.
Yeah, man. You know, and I messed up Biggie lyrics, but I ain't never say nothing about bad about Pac.
Right, not
Or
Right.
bad
disrespect.
Yeah,
about
they
Biggie.
came at you on the
Oh,
Biggie
but
thing.
they tried to take my head off.
Right. Here you
Yeah.
are thinking that you paying homage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But have you noticed now, man, that are we getting more people kind of disrespecting the legends because we're asking more about the legends?
Yeah, because you got to look at it too. Like, then at the same time, it's hard for a little. How old is he, Lil Xan? Like,
Is he 19?
No
18?
idea. Like,
Like, I
18,
think-
19, something
yeah.
like that.
Super
yeah.
young.
so either way it go, like, he's had no time to even know who a Pac is.
Right.
right.
But
21.
I feel as if, like, you got to, like, you can't get on no interview. Even if I don't know Pac or know none of his songs,
Right.
I'm not going to get on no interview and just throw Pac or Biggie or anybody who's got credibility under their name under the bus.
It's
Yeah,
so simple
yeah.
to say, not for me.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all. I can just say next question. I don't want to answer that. But
Yeah.
for you to just, that's disrespectful.
And you got to think, man, even with when we say, okay, well, you know what? Cats didn't grow up with that, so on and so forth. but you're on Motown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you weren't in line buying a Temptation record when the Temptations or the Supremes came,
feel me?
but you know what
The
was
legacy, like, and
Right.
you got to think, like, I never thought I was signed to Motown because they haven't been known for like urban artists.
Right.
You got to think, growing up, like, The Temptations was my favorite movie. The Michael Jacksons, from Smokey Robinson. So you got to think, I know the legacy they built there. You know what I mean? Even if they didn't have no urban when I went, still the respect level I have for a label.
Right.
I would never throw them under the bus, even if they have no urban artists. You know what I mean? It's the best situation for me. This is what I'm comfortable with.
and just being a cat that say, you know what, I know what these legendary artists are, and maybe you didn't like a song or something from Marvin Gaye or something like this, but it's not in you to just say, oh man, you know, Marvin Gaye such made whack music or sleepy or tired.
If it wouldn't have been for a Marvin Gaye or a Tupac, we wouldn't even be able to tell our story. So I just look at the doors they open for us to be able to tell our story. So you can't throw them under the bus at all. Even if you've never heard their song, you still gotta pay homage.
You said it, man. Rich Homie Clone is in the neighborhood. Yeah, man. You over here short circuiting and everything, man. Show you right, man. No, it's a pleasure to have you in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
man.
It's been good. It felt good being here. in the
Man, thank
neighborhood
you,
with
man.
y'all,
My daughter's birthday is September 24th.
It is.
My daughter, my kids
She a
really
Libra?
enjoy you. No,
she's a Virgo.
No. She's not Virgo. Virgo stops at the 22nd. So yeah. What is that after that?
She a Libra then.
Libra, yeah.
She's a Libra.
And when's your birthday?
On the 4th, October, first week of October.
There it
yeah.
is, man.
That's why.
I'm glad that you asked this because I brought it up because I want you to perform at her 11th, at her 10th birthday.
Oh man, Pops them in the back. Look at Pops. Don't look at me. You see it in the camera. They back there.
Pops said, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Pops right there? He was like, hell yeah.
Said approved.
He was like, it's on and popping.
Save me a plate. I'll be there.
Man, yeah, man. I sure wish you was not show wish, but if you was on some probation or something, I'll hold that up. You're like, man, you can sign it off. You know what I'm saying? But no, is it cool, Pops? Thank you, Pop.
He said,
hey, man,
yeah.
He said
Pops
yes.
went like this, man.
Oh,
and
man,
you guys gonna fly yourselves out? Thank you, Pops. I appreciate that, man. 20-minute set. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. And whatever y'all drive up in, you'll give it to my daughter. Oh, Pops, man.
Man,
Yeah.
your Pops is
Thank
nice.
you so much,
He ain't that
man.
nice. It's definitely not a microphone back there.
It is, but it's not on. You know what I'm saying? So you saying that your Pops is mean,
Nah, he ain't mean.
but you say he's not that nice, though.
But he ain't gonna. He gonna make sure the business taken care of.
This is the business. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
we can't hear his voice.
He was going like this, man.
We're seeing
See,
him.
let
He
me
might
tell
be
you.
stressed.
No.
He's probably
Let me
stressed.
tell you something about Pops, man. We probably cut from the same cloth.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? When somebody do this,
Yeah.
that's solidarity, brother.
Okay.
He shot me one of these, man.
signed deal.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
like
when
a
I say
handshake, like you don't need no signature.
easy call,
Okay, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
He definitely old school like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You
So
know
when
what
I
mean?
said, man, my daughter, he was like,
Okay.
I was like 20 minutes set him. Every time I said, the last one, he was like, yes. You know, either that or he was like,
Right, that's the last one.
Yeah, it was either this or I don't know exactly which one it was, but I did see him go kind of like this. But no, thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy life, man, and stay
you.
just the way that you are as you come, grow on yourself.
got you.
But I love your attitude,
Thank you, man.
and continue to
Nice
be
spirit.
that great person that you are, man.
I got you, man.
Rich
Thank
homie
you all.
Quan in the neighborhood, man.
Yes.
Big Boy's
Big boy.
neighborhood.